Always amazed by the response I get. Last year also I was here, and it is a pleasure to come and then see how many people, the interest in technology and the kind of response I get. I think I'm really, really thrilled with that always. The topic of my session was IoT Edge, and what is happening again is, there are a lot of new use cases which are evolving on the edge side, and especially AI at the edge, a lot of intelligence which we are trying to enable on the edge. So I thought, let me start with that and give a perspective of what we are doing, how customers are using IoT Edge, and what benefit they can get if they try to deploy IoT Edge based applications, what differentiates from the use cases on IoT Edge versus there on the cloud. So I think that was the whole thought process that I had when I gave the session. So there are use cases, as I mentioned earlier, right? So there is a significant value which IoT is driving today, right? And if you look at the use cases which I presented, I never talked about the numbers which which are like, which somebody is trying to project. I have given the actual results which people are trying to realize that, at this point of time. So what I would say again, taking your two cues, right? Simplifying, technology, right? And when we are looking at Microsoft is doing enough. And I talked about IoT Central, which is a ready SaaS platform from our side, wherein we have made IoT so simple that you can look at a production grade platform day one. Again, there is a lot of effort which is going on the device side, where how do you simplify selecting a device for your application? Then how do you do AI? We have a lot of tools, and we have we provide a lot of guidance on how you can do a lot of analytics on the cloud. So when we are looking at simplifying IoT, that is the number one aim for us. Then coming to profits, again, I would say again is few years back, people were very hesitant where they are trying to test technology, whether it works, doesn't work. But today we are looking at people realizing profit from there, right? And then people are that is where the confidence increases, and people are now trying to adopt IoT at scale. We have multiple implementations where people have scaled it in India, and they essentially they are getting a lot of advantage out of that. So today what I would say is, again, it is not something which I would say is people are trying to experiment with, but it has crossed that phase, and now people are trying to adopt with a lot of value and profit out of it.